G'day there, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and congratulations to all of you legends, because you've all done it. You've gone and found the champ dog. So we're going to be jumping into the arena today, but first we're going to have a little sip of coffee, and I am really looking forward to this. So much so I'm not even going to finish that sentence before sipping. I've just finished my first full week at work, and I am tired. Actually, it took me a little while to work up the motivation to sit down and record this intro, but you glorious bastards just keep me coming back, don't you? So here's to you. Here's to your health. All right, so we're going to jump into the arena. We're going to be playing a little more MonoGreen aggro. This is some footage I recorded the other day. As you recall in my last video, I did pretty poorly. This is right on the tail end of that. I do manage to turn it around a bit in the final game, but yeah, this was one of my first days back at work. I came home, I was a little bit tired. So yeah, you're not going to see the best play that I've ever put out into the world. But you are going to see me have a bit of a laugh at myself. And if we're not here to be entertained, what are any of us here for? But you came here to watch some games, not listen to me talk about them. So why don't you shuffle up? I'll catch you in the arena in a second. So our opponent here is Lost But Seeking. This hand's a little one-dimensional, but it's honestly not bad. We've got a turn 2 Ranger class and a turn 3 Old Growth Troll. We got some removal. I keep. I will keep. You want to get down? Okay, off you pop. Gonna play out the green lands first so that I can play the troll. Dimir control. Could even be mono black. Dimir. I think I level up and hold up the Packleader here. Obviously it would be nice to get the Mammoth down. They're already incentivized to kill the troll. Or like exile it, so... we go and do this. Could have played the Mammoth there. I wasn't thinking. That was a misplay. Bit of a theme today. Sure. I do love me some Meat Hook Massacre. Go blank. I know that seems really random. I just want to be able to pump this out of range of another... Meat Hook Massacre. And we're just going to level up here. Kitten's getting up to mischief on my desk here. Alright, bye. Azusa lost. That's all. Just Azusa lost. Now, do I think they're going to be bringing in Imrith? Not necessarily. So I think I sideboard like this. Do not eat my pens, please. No. No chewing of pens. No chewing of cables. You can play with the tea towel if you have to. If you absolutely must be playing with something, that's acceptable. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that new green 1-drop. Just not taking turn 1 off will feel so good. I really need to hope I hit a land. Could have played Sculptor, but Sculptor gets removed. We're right back where we started. Just determined to be naughty to get some attention, aren't you? We found the land, just not the way we wanted. Say hello to everyone. Yeah, purr into the microphone. Soul Shatter, yep. Being a little bit disrespectful to my opponent here, unfortunately. And I'm going to play the Sculptor here. Guarantees me a Chariot next turn. Oh, it's Grixis. Catch these hands. Try again. So I'm not just going to slam down a Chariot into open mana. Okay, so they can't hook us this turn. I could just power up the Haven and try to get in. I don't think that's too likely to happen. If they had something, they should have played it there to stop me drawing a card. Hello. Yeah, they should have Soul Shattered pre-combat. That was an oopsie on their part. That's just a card they let me draw that I did not have to. Hey, let's activate our Chariot. Yeah, that's fine. It'd be so nice to just slap down a Renin 7 now, but it was not to be. This has to be an Epiphany, right? Sorry, I'm back. I'm just going to go for the frog. Gives us some insulation against a potential Leer, which is real nice. So they're just hoping to hit Galvanic Iteration. Okay, they have found it. We did know this was coming. Do they find another Epiphany? Looks like they do. It's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. We are just dead here, but we will make them play it. We will make them play it. I think I like this configuration. We didn't see any gold spans or Imriths. Doesn't mean they don't have them. But we haven't seen any. So if they do have them, there's not a lot at the very least. Oh. It'll do. Catch these hands. Yep, best to do it now while I'm tapped out. I'm still just going to run out the mammoth. Want to maximize my potential aggression. The sculptor is not very threatening. Not very threatening at all. So even if they have burned down the house here, this could be a counter spell. But if we get this on the ground, if we get this onto the battlefield, even if they have the burn down the house next turn, we at least get a 4/4 token to maintain aggression with. There it is. Yep, so Snakeskin won't save anything. I wish one of these lands had been a Faceless Haven. Gold Span Dragon? Sure. What are you going to do with it? I thought so. Just flooding out here, unfortunately. So they do have the dragon, but doesn't really matter at this point. One more turn, they can do their combo. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate.
This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade. Come on, there's got to be something useful. Ugh.
So I still believe this is an Epiphany, this Foretold card. Just they obviously didn't have the Galvanic iteration. So they're taking a turn. They get 2 extra looks.
I have impeccable study habits.
And each time they cast this, of course, they're getting that drain trigger. The small mercy is they haven't been able to find an iteration. But at this rate, it really might not matter.
Never thought I'd miss the library.
So we are dead to an instant or sorcery.
Study habits.
Yeah, I'm not saying good game back because I was just incredibly obnoxious. I mean, it's not their fault. They didn't design these cards or this format. That was just... You know. I know you know. You know. You know. Playing Solitaire is not fun for anyone. Don't get me wrong, I've won games off the back of Chained Epiphanies. I've never used the iteration to copy it, but I have won games off the back of Chained Epiphanies. But that's never been the whole point of a deck that I've played. Nah, it's too slow. That's never been the whole point of a deck that I've played. And I have had to get lucky to do that. And it's felt fun for me, but I've also understand it probably has not been the best feeling for my opponent. This is a cool little pet. Oh wow. Opponent on that jank life. I really... Oh wow, I can't even do this while it's on the stack. Are you serious? Wow. Wow, what a user experience fail. Like... It's so frustrating that it doesn't recognize this as boosting your mana. But like, hey, like, I know Wizards half-asses Arena. Like, I get it, it's annoying. It was my fault for just trying to do it because I'm a bit tired and wasn't thinking super clearly. Like, that's fine. But the fact that I can't even do this with that on the stack is ridiculous. Like, get it together, Wizards. Like, do any of you play this game? Do any of you use this client? It's a joke. That is a joke. What am I doing here? I'm probably playing a Mammoth as a land and slapping down an Old Growth, so yes, I can attack with both. I was gonna say something about that turns deck game. Yeah, I don't know. I've lost it. It's been said, no one loves that deck. I mean, there's definitely worse things. It's not the worst deck I've ever played against, but losing because you got forced into a position of playing Solitaire is obviously a bad feeling for everyone. So this costs 1. Activate. I'm just wondering if there is any world where I can get this down, pump it, use it to activate the chariot, and copy a token all this turn, and I believe the answer is no. Have I played a land this turn? Have I played a land this turn? Have I played a land? No. Okay, good to know. I guess that's my turn. A bit disappointing, to be honest. But hold this up. And our opponent is trying some off-color cards. It's cool. I kind of want to stick around and see what the payoff is. Is this a self-mill deck? Is this just here so they can trigger In Search of Greatness? Do they have Halvar? No, but they certainly have equipment. Oh, right, I'm creating copies, not putting the counter. Right, pay attention. I'm just a little off in my head. Just, yeah, that loss followed by that interface fail with the Sculpture of Winter has just sort of... This is a sweeper if ever I've seen one. So I will chump that. Yes, called it. Called it. That's nice, isn't it? Do they have the third Doomscar? This In Search of Greatness hasn't really done a whole lot for them, has it? I mean, it could just be this is purely here to scry. Because they do seem very interested in stacking the top of their deck for various reasons. I just don't understand why. Very curious as to what's going on here. I'd like to understand. What are you doing over there, Spookly Ookly? What is your deck about? What do you do? How do you win the game? And they have to have something, right? Okay, so say they've got a removal spell. I think this is what I want to do. Okay, yep, so they had a removal or something. But this way I can obviously crew the chariot with the old mate and still have all the tokens coming in. I probably want Veils, although they're not great against sweepers. Didn't see any creatures, so I think we can cut these. I probably want these guys. Am I just going like this? We saw more than our fair share of enchantments and artifacts there. I don't know how good the Liberator is going to be or if we really need to worry about any of the artifacts or enchantments, but it doesn't hurt to just have access to it. You know? Had to laugh. I just got a notification from Reddit, something I read earlier today, where some guy was reporting a bug in a game because a mission played out exactly the way the mission was meant to. It even tells you in the mission. So it's in Phoenix Point, and you take a transport to take your troops into this area, and it tells you in the cutscene that your transport has been destroyed, and then you get a new one at the end of it. This guy was like, oh, it's a bug. I lost my transport. It's like, as kind of the equivalent of read the damn card, you know? And it's reasonable. Not life-changing, but it's okay. Ranger class can put in some work, I guess. I'll play this now while they're tapped out. Yep, that's fine. I expected they had a Fading Hope, but I would rather just get the Ranger class on the board because it can accrue value for me over time. I'd rather just get it down and not have to worry about playing around a counterspell with it. Got Snakeskin Veil up if I need it. They can just hardcast a Doomscar next turn if they want to, but honestly, if they do that just to deal with one creature, I'm very happy. You can do a lot of things this turn. 6 mana, Moonveil, Regent, sure. I am unbothered by that. Can just attack through it. Can draw them a bunch of cards, of course, but oh no, don't resolve all. Don't resolve all. Oh, what's wrong with me today? What is wrong with me today? Obviously I meant to just resolve the trigger and then Snakeskin Veil, but you know, whatever. It's fine. Dust ourselves off, keep at it. That's so cool. Oh, do we have any untapped lands in this deck? Do we have any untapped lands? Did I just straight up forget to play a land last turn, by the way, because I was shaking my head over my misplay with the Fading Hope? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Someone, if you're watching at home, can you rewind a few seconds and check that for me? Thanks. Did they counter it? Got to think about it. Think long, think hard. I'm glad I brought in the Outland Liberator. 3 mana blow up and enchantment at sorcery speed does not feel great, but it feels a lot better than not having anything. One will draw me a card, one will yeet your graveyard. Gonna say, if we can just find an untapped land, we could just win here. As it is, 6, 10. Yeah, I needed an untapped land. I have a feeling I messed up my lands there. I have a feeling I forgot to make a land drop one turn, so that is on me. That is on me. Yeah, I've been, this is my 4th game this afternoon, and I've just been playing terribly all afternoon. Just absolutely terribly. Have to bring it back. I've lost 3 games in a row. I need to win this. Got to get back in there. It is definitely a thing I've noticed, though. I do tend to play worse when I get home from work than, say, on the weekend when I can play in the morning. Does it really take this long to sideboard when the only difference is play versus draw? Are we facing a significant conundrum there? Hand is terrible. Hand is acceptable. What do I put back? I really want all of these, you know? Gonna be greedy. Maximum greed mode enabled. Watch me get punished and have to play this at a really awkward point. Now have an untapped land. Watch that be exactly what happens. It's the better card. It's a cool pet. I'm about it. A little fat guy here. I'm here for it. Oh, that's so rude. That's so rude. Never punished. What a weird deck my opponent's playing. I still don't understand what the win con is. I mean, yes, they managed to beat me to death with Moonveil Regents last game. But, it's not like that's the game plan. I'd rather have this down, to be honest. This is a dead giveaway that I'm holding up a snakeskin veil. So I don't need to hold it up. Tap very carefully. Yep, you would not want to use your blue mana. I'm expecting a sweeper, so I think it's better to just invest my mana like this. Hold up a Snakeskin Veil. Like, I don't want to play out a Florahedron and a Sculptor into a potential Doomscar or something else. You know? Essica, God of the Tree. Vigilance, add 1 mana. Other legendary creatures have, yep, cool. Alright, we get there. We get a win. Whew. Against a total jank deck, so I can't feel too proud about it, but we got a win. We turned around the losing streak. And I think I need to walk away from Arena for now, because I'm just making a clown of myself. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. So those are our games for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm glad I turned it around in that last match there, although obviously it was a bit of a janky deck, so it's not exactly surprising. I feel like I keep making the same mistake against the Is It Turns deck, which is not being aggressive enough, particularly in game 1. I'm always like trying to play around counter spells that realistically they don't have a lot of. I do need to be more mindful of sweepers because they are running more sweepers in the deck these days compared to earlier, but I think I do need to just bear in mind that I just need to punch them in the face and get them dead before they can combo off. But obviously it is a difficult matchup. It's you know, clearly the best deck in Standard. And if the spoilers are anything to go off, it's going to get even better. But what do you do? What do you do, guys? Look, as always, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm glad I've been able to share a bit of time with you guys this week, even though I'm back at work and I have a little more constraints on my time and energy. But, you know, it's Friday, so you guys go and have a glorious weekend. One last drink to your health. As always, guys, stay brilliant, and I'll catch you real soon.